Alright, so it says solve the equation, check your solution. In order to solve this one, do you notice that they have the same base number? Do you see that? They both have what as their base number? Correct. Since 4 is the same base number and they're equal, you can just say, well, these are the same and they're equal, so that means that this 5x has to also be equal to 10 because these 4's are equal. So if you set 5x equal to 10, see how I just set the exponents equal to each other? Now you can solve for x like you would any equation. So what would you do to both sides to solve for x if this was what was left? What's being done to the x? It's being multiplied by a 5, so you do the inverse operation. And the inverse multiplication is to divide, right? So what would the answer be? X would equal 10 divided by 5. So x would equal 2. So these are actually kind of easy if you think about it, if you have the same base number. If this number is the same, you just set the exponents equal to each other and solve. That's the answer. That's how we figured out what the exponent would be in that one. So that's the answer for number 3. Whoops, I forgot to write number 3 on here. So why don't we have someone else do number 4? I'm going to try not to say your guys' names today, but you know who I'm playing at. You're next. So if this was the question, what would you set equal to each other if that were the question? That's what you would get rid of pretty much is the 7's, right? Because see how the 7's are the same base? So what's remaining would be the x minus, and that would equal, and then you would just solve for x, right? So what would you do to both sides to solve for x? Well, no, what's being done to the x is it's being subtracted by 4. So you'd have to undo that. Yeah, you would add 4 to both sides. So then you would just have x equals 12, and that's the answer. That's how you work with exponents with the same bases. Kind of easy, really. Okay, so let's go to the next question. I think we have time to do one more before the video recorder stops here. So we'll go to question number 5, and it will be your turn. I'm not going to say your name. I'm going to try not to because I'm recording, but it's your turn, okay? Yeah, okay, cool. So number 5 says 3, 9 to the x equals 3, 7x plus 8. So notice these exponents now are you're multiplying and you're adding in the exponent. So if you have the same base number though. If you have the same base number, what can you do with the exponents? So if you have the same base number 3 and these are equal to each other, that means that this is equal to this. So how would you rewrite that? It would be 9x equals what? Yeah, that's it. Now you just have to solve for x. Remember, in order to solve for x, you want to get the variable terms on one side and the constant terms on the other. Okay, so what's the variable terms you want to get together? Right. We get the x's together on this side. Bring down the constant term, the term without the letter, the constant term. And then you divide both sides by 2. And you find out that x just was a 4 the whole time. So this up here was a 4, and this up here was a 4. And we could check it by substituting it back in if we wanted to. Okay?